My name's John Ishii, and I was at the International School of Kuala Lumpur from 1968 to around 73. And I've been living here in Kuala Lumpur since the second time around since 1995. So I've been here for going on 13 years. So I've been involved in the school off and on for different events and different functions when they asked me to come and give a talk. So last June, I believe, I gave a talk to the class of 2008 to their honor society, and they wanted me to relate a story about myself going to school here. And so I started off by saying, well, I remember in 1968, one of my first days in school, going in my sixth grade class, and I believe it was January 1968. There was a big war going on in Vietnam, and it was a 6-8 Tet Offensive, and there was a lot of American boys and Vietnamese getting killed. So I said, you know what, 40 years later to this day, it hasn't changed at all. There's still American boys and civilians being killed. So I said, you know, the irony of it was just simply amazing. So as I gave the talk, and which came into what I do as a professional photographer and being as a photojournalist, where I've seen such some pretty bad things, I wanted to tell the students that my exposure to the school and my years here were extremely important for the reasons why I'm here to this day, and for the reason why I chose the profession that I'm in, because I try to understand world affairs and politics and news, which I'm quite a news hound for. And if I didn't have the exposure and my time at the international school here, I don't think I would be doing what I have a passion for to this day. The other things that I didn't talk about, of course, is I can't believe that I'm still alive, considering some of the things that I did and were able to go through, as probably Dana McGinnis can attest to. It is amazing that some of us, what kind of things we did and got away with. You know, you look back at it and you say, can you imagine your own kids doing the same thing that we did? I mean, it would just, right, it'd be catastrophic, right? But for some reason, we were able to, by sheer luck, we made it. And I don't think we'd be very good examples to the younger ones. So I didn't want to bring that up. And so I can understand Tony's situation when we went back and moved back to the United States to our homes and stuff. Yeah, I mean, from the Hilton Hotel where you have your sweetheart dance to some high school gym, right? But you know what? I'm really glad that I spent my last year in high school in the United States to be able to experience the American graffiti, because it was a 180. And to go to a small high school in the United States and really experience that culture of American graffiti, muscle cars, quarter miles, hanging out at the burger stand, it was quite amazing. And I think that is part of Americana that if I didn't go through it, I would have really missed a major portion in my life. And so to experience that, it was great. And to get a job, right? Here, you never worked. But there, when we went back, you had to get a job, so. And every kid in our neighborhood had a job. So when I got a job working in a steakhouse, washing dishes for $2.10 an hour. I thought it was a big deal, making $30 an hour, washing dishes. Now that sounds like a lame job, but what I learned in that environment and the kind of people that you're exposed to, like the guy, the chef, who's an expert on cooking steaks, was a vegan. Unbelievable. And the things that we used to do were quite a bit different. But on the other hand, I knew that that kind of lifestyle wasn't for me. So I made it a point as the years went by to come back as a photojournalist here to Malaysia. It quite didn't go that way, but at the end of the day, I made it turn out that way. So Malaysia is like, I tell people, Malaysia is like quicksand. The harder you try to get out, the more it sucks you in. And that's the way it's been for the last 15 years. Do I like Malaysia? Yes, it's nice. It's a great place, but there are some serious downsides to it, some serious negative sides that most of you will never see, will never be exposed to, because you come and go. But I've been here, I speak the language, my friends are here, and as a journalist, I'm exposed to the inners of Malaysia. And I don't know if there's any Malaysians here, but it's a beautiful country. It's got great potential, but unfortunately, they have some issues that really, really need to be resolved. You know, and I think for a visitor, on the surface, it looks beautiful. It's like a beautiful setting where you have such beautiful silverware and glassware, but underneath that table is nothing but serious amounts of rot and corruption and really bad things. And most people don't see that, except for me, because I'm in the business. I have to see it. So it's been good. I'll probably be here for a while longer. But I think the international school has, like I told the students, you're going to be the future of the world, and your time here will really help you in your careers. So I think at the end of the day, I kind of came full circle. So to everybody, yeah, this is a good place. Okay, thanks.